Flosstube. Cherie here again. It's Maynia. I haven't done a Maynia before, and this isn't a normal Maynia. I'm going to get straight into it because I want to try and see if I can actually make a short video. We will see. I'm not doing all the starts. I'm sort of just working through my whips, and I'm trying to just stitch every day. So we're on day 10, and I have stitched every day. So that's so far so good. We'll see how we go for the rest of it. So the first, just checking my thing. The first 3 days, I worked on Sesame Street, and I won't insert a picture because I finished it. I was supposed to work on Sesame Street by Clouds Factory for the first week, but I finished it early. So I overestimated how much was in this one. And there we are. So I'm still debating. I'm not 100% sure if I'm happy with the 1, the 2 and the 3 here. I don't think it's bold enough. I might go over it again in back stitching so that there's technically 2 threads there. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. So I made changes to this. It was all stitched in Whisper thread. Well, not all of it, but Cookie Monster was, his blue was, the Count's eyebrows and his goatee. Ernie's hair, Bert's hair and Bert's eyebrows, Elmo's red fur, Oscar's green and his eyebrows were both in Whisper as well. All the yellow in Big Bird and all the blue in Grover. They were all Whisper, so they're kind of fluffy. They kind of stick out more than the normal stitching. That's the normal stitching. It doesn't really show up. And then Cookie Monster has some beads in his cookie. And Oscar has Petite Treasure braid in his garbage can in the darker parts. And then I used Sulky in the silver, and I will never do that again because it was horrible. But there you go. Sesame Street. It's finished. Now I used a floss buddy for Sesame Street. Karina at Bags Plus makes these. They're the best invention ever. This is the one I use for Sesame Street. It's a 40 pocket one. There's not 40 colours in Sesame Street. So I used, I'm just swapping this out. So I used this for gridding normally, but I used it for not just gridding. I used it actually for stitching, and I used the silver one. So I'm just gonna do that. So that's what I did. So there's a clip on it, and I just clipped my Whisper there. This won't go on a clip, so that's just in a floss away bag hanging. And then I had the symbol and the number printed on a little piece of paper above so that I could see easily which symbol, like which colour was which symbol. I had the little beads fit in there really well as well. So I just found 3 little black beads out of that. And that came in a mystery box from Crafty Kitten. Floss buddies are the best. So that was Maynia day 1, 2, 3. It probably was only 2 of my night's work on it left, but I can't remember what happened. Something happened, and I didn't get to, I still stitched, but I just didn't get much done. It's on Picture This Plus Heroic 28 account. I think it's a Lugana. It's definitely an even weave. This one's gotten a lot of, for me, a lot of love on Instagram. It's super cute. So this is going to be used as the centerpiece for a quilt that I'm going to sew for my son. And I'll put something else small on the other side of that. Yeah. So that's my first Maynia start, well, whip and finish. Then days 4 and 5 I worked on my Easter whip, which is now going to hang out in this Love You More Studio Co sleeve until I pull it out next Easter. Look at him, he's a sloth. This came in one of my other shipments. I don't think I've shown this one yet. He's really sparkly. I was really happy when I saw that because I think this was a throwback and I didn't know what the inside was, and I think you'll actually be able to see that rainbow thread I keep talking about. Blue and yellow and red, or pink actually. It's really pretty. I love it. Oh, okay, anyway. So this is Chatelaine Easter 2013. It's a former freebie. I don't have a picture that's not a chart, so I'll insert one here. Yeah, so I think it's like €4 now or something like that. It's not outrageous. And it's really pretty. So where I was up to, which I should insert that as well. I'll put that when I put the picture in. So I did the yellow, light yellow on all the little petals here, all the way around pretty much. And then I did this sort of a 2-part border. There's one part which is sulky. I'm not going to put these in a floss buddy because it is but once a year and I don't want to put a floss buddy away for a year. So there was one border all the way around in that, and then another border which was a mix of the Monet's Pond, which is this Gloriana, and Petite Treasure Braid Gold. And then I started on the Happy Easter that's there, which is stitched over one. So next year, the goal will be to finish Happy Easter over one. There's a couple of little butterflies which are cross stitch, and then I think that's all of the cross stitch, and then to actually get a start on all of the back stitch, because there's quite a lot of back stitch on this one too. So if I don't end up pulling it out again, which I tend not to, I just save it for Easter. It's probably 2 or 3 Easters away from being finished, depending on the Easter and how it goes. Maybe 2. That's still 2 years. Not going anywhere. Neither am I. So I keep these sorts of things and my finished ones that are waiting finishing, which is almost all of them, in acid-free tissue paper. So, sloths. They're so cute. They're little flowers. So sleepy, so happy. And my last whip, yes, is what I'm working on now. So that Easter was worked on the 4th and the 5th, and it is the 10th today, and I have stitched on this already today. I'm going to be doing something else after I finish filming, so I don't think I'll be stitching on this again today, like tonight. But I have stitched on this every day, and this one hasn't seen any love in a long time, so I've really enjoyed stitching on this, and Easy PDF is working again, which makes me really happy. And a Santa. So this is, I'll insert all the pictures here. Christmas present stocking by Miles Pinkney, I think. Heaven and Earth design. I've been working on that page there. There is a lot of brown. Sorry, I need to have longer arms. There's a lot of brown, or I could roll it, but there's still more brown to go. So I think he's on a wooden floor with like toys all over the floor. So, there's been a lot of brown in this piece, but it looks really cool. It looks moody. I tend to pick pieces that are full of black and stuff. But let's just take a minute to gaze upon him, because he is many years in the working. I love him. He's for my eldest. I mean, I'm going to have to stitch 2 more stockings. It's just maybe 3. It's a lot of stockings to stitch. I need to stitch more. There's not enough hours in the day. There's not enough hours to do all the things that I want to do. Okay. So yeah, we've done all the Maynia. It's been cool. I've really enjoyed it, actually, because it has got me back to more consistent stitching. And I find that the less I stitch, the easier it is not to stitch, if that makes sense. The more I stitch, the more I want to. So I don't, each piece, apart from Sesame Street because it was finished, like I didn't want to put the Easter one away, and be sad to put this one away. Yeah, so I wanted to quickly, this is the Floss Buddy that I keep. Oh, I love this one so much. It's such a great fabric. Karina, you're a genius. Look how beautiful it is. Like, look at it. It's beautiful. My ribbon. The more I use it, the more I love it. So this is my 90 Pocket Floss Buddy Pro. There is this one still available, but you can get a slightly up version, which has like a big pocket, kind of like this, but I think it has Velcro on here, and then this fabric would be here as well. So when you open that page, you get whatever beautiful fabric you picked again here, and giant pockets, which is really useful. So what I actually do with this, because I stitch this one cross country, so I complete each colour like on that page and then move on to the next colour. So I've actually done 1, 2, I think 4, maybe 5 colours this week. I think it's 4, could have been 5 colours this week. I completed on that page. That's really cool, because I normally stitch, the way I work is I do something that sort of, what would be the word? Travels, creeps, meanders, branches, I don't know, along the chart, so that you've got long tendrils sort of thing to work with. And I stitch them up, and then I grid my fabric, but then I've got an extra little way of seeing where the next stitches should go. It sort of gives me little markers all over it, and that tends to mean that I'll choose colours where there's quite a lot of them, because I'll be choosing ones that have like some bulk there, and then when I'm stitching the colours that there's less stitches in, I can run my threads under that, like they're anchor points, so that I could travel further when I cross country, because I'm a traveller. So what I do is, and I'll just show you with this strand here. So this is 780. So I normally have like a 6-strand length, and I'm doing loop method, so this is about the length that I work with here. I don't know if that's a long length or not, or a short length. That's what I do. And I'll have like, this is the last one left of this one, obviously last time I was working on it. I'll have that colour, like maybe 5 other strands of it, and then I'll pop it in. So this is my little spot for 780. Be easier if you could see it more, because I've only got a little bit there. So I'll just tuck it in the spot. It's not really easier than that. I just made that look hard. I'll just tuck it in there while I'm working, and it will be sitting here. And I have the little symbols stuck on the bobbin as well. The plastic bobbin's great. I'm trying to transition across all the plastic bobbins. And yeah, so that's what I do. So I'll just pop him in there anyway, so that I can just grab him out next time. So I can see what colour I'm up to. I've just got him sitting in there, waiting to go, and I grab them out so I don't have to keep rewinding my bobbin. And then I have all the, this is a 90 pocket, so this one has exactly 90 colours. Heaven and Earth's are about 90 colours, so the full coverage ones that have that many colours, I can't recommend these enough. And then I really like my Pro. I wish I had all Pros, but you can't have all Pro. Well, you could. I don't have enough notions for all the Pros. I only have like a couple of pairs of scissors. So I have my scissors, my extra floss that when it runs out off the bobbin, I'll rebobinate it. I have some tools here, my needle minder, my needles, blah, 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 blah. But they're all here. So all I have to do is grab this bag, which has my frame in it. And I just realised I left some of it out. My scroll frame and the stretcher bars. I think it's a stretcher frame. I don't think technically it's a scroll frame, because it doesn't, you gotta take the bars off to change it. Anyway, so just grab these two, and I've got everything that I need. I don't have, normally I'd have like a bag with this in it and a little bag with this in it, and I only have so many notions, so I'd have to go get stuff from here and here. It's just really, really good. I just need more notions to make the Pros. It's really, really good. Yeah. So plans, I haven't decided if I'm going to stitch Comfort, which is a Heaven and Earth design, or my own design, starting Monday. I've still got a couple of days left on Santa, so I'm going to go along with that. And then I'm thinking I'm going to do Within Our Hearts next week, which is my design, and then Comfort the following week, because my husband's on like a late shift. So once I'm in the groove of Comfort and I have enough of it done, I wanted to try and film that diagonal stitching. So we'll see how the kids are sleeping, because I can't really be interrupted too much when I'm doing that. And that's it for all the plans. I did kit up something. So last video I showed all the flosses. I'm sure most of you tuned out. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like maybe it's not, I don't know whether it annoys people showing all those flosses, like if that's a little bit rude, I don't know. But I just wanted to show all the pretties, and I don't want to just put them away. I kind of feel like when I get something beautiful, I want to share it on the video in case other people are interested in it, if that makes sense. Because that's how I've seen on videos the Victorian motto threads, and I've seen on videos the colour and cotton threads, and I've seen the different fabrics from the different places and the Picture This Plus and stuff, and that's how I've sort of thought I really want that. Like the Floss Buddies I saw on Michelle's videos, as well as the Love You More Studio Co sleeves. Like that's how I find stuff. So I kind of want to, that's the only reason I show all the things, because like every single little thing I ever get because I just want to share it all. So what I did on our anniversary, just getting these in a bit of an order. On our anniversary, I decided to kit a gosh, I need to concentrate. I decided, I'm getting distracted by threads. I wanted to kit a Hands Across the Sea, and I really, for some reason, wanted to kit up and pick out the colours of one that had an alphabet. I don't know. That's just what I wanted. And so I did that. And this is literally just the very, very first chart. I've shown this, that it was the only chart that I had in my Hands Across the Sea that had the alphabet there. So I grabbed that out. I think I have a couple of other Hands Across the Seas I haven't shown yet, but this was in my pile of stuff that I have shown, and that's the pile I was digging through. So yeah, I'm kitting this, but I'm going to kit it in all those Victorian mottos. So I just sort of sat myself down, and I'd never done it before, and I probably should have filmed it. I really didn't know what I was doing, and that's about the gist of it. So I thought I would kit it by myself, and it took me a while. It did. It took me over an hour at least. And I'm just going to get my little conversion. I wrote it all out because I'm not starting it quite yet. This is very waffly, isn't it? So what I started with is I started with the word, like with the alphabet. I don't know why. That's what I was feeling. So there's the alphabet, and it had sort of those colours there. And I just went off like this big alphabet first. And then I started going through my threads, and I picked the threads that I wanted in my alphabet first. So I picked out, just getting Enchanted Spells, Frog Prince, Wild Sage, Enchanted Spells, Shared Memories. I think it's just these four. Yeah. So I picked out these four, which I wanted in my alphabet. And then I started to kit everything else. So it's not going to look exactly the same. I also then had to change out, because some of the colours that are in the alphabet are obviously elsewhere in the chart, and the colours I picked I didn't think would work there. So this is, I'm going to try and hold it up with the fabric in a minute, but what I did, do I have all the hands? So they're the threads I picked. Now, then, and I meant to grab this fabric, but I didn't. I'd already bought a fabric for that chart. And once I laid those threads out on it, I didn't think it was going to work. And I really wanted to use those threads. So, let me see if I can rejig this. I basically pulled a new fabric, and it was just one of the first ones that I also had in mind because I just had it in my hands last video. It was the Vintage Petals by Crafty Kitten. So this is really just sort of just the fun I had with the stuff that I just had on hand, and this is what I've come up with. What do you think? I like it. So I'm super excited start that. Super duper excited. Just lost my colour. Yeah. So that happened too. And I popped all this while I'm waiting in this Lovey More Studio Co sleeve that I bought. I think there was only one of these. I'm not sure how many there were of these, but I was very lucky to get it. Look at the inside. So I didn't know what the inside was when I ordered it. And then when I got it, I was like, oh. It's cool, yeah. It's really cool. So all of my floss is in there. This is, I like the big ones because then I have the option to put these bigger charts in them. If I get the like soft cover sleeve, I don't have that option. But most of the time they're sold out before I can get on. So the other thing, you've seen this Lovey More Studio Co bag before. This is my, I think it was called Pretty in Pink Peacocks. Last video it was long enough, so I'm probably lucky I forgot it, but I'm in the Fabric of the Month Club for colouring cotton. Probably not for much longer, but I can't seem to find the willpower to leave. So this was the first one I received, and I'm in the every other month one, and I'm in the neutrals one every other month, and then the brights the other every other month. So I technically am getting one a month, but it's just a swap between bright and neutrals, and I was a bit slower to get onto the bright train. So I have 2 neutrals here and 1 bright. How am I going to do this? So this is light tin. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. It's a light blue, basically. And it's really pretty. It's got mottling, but sorry, I just bumped the camera. I don't know if you can really see it on camera. It's very, very, very light mottling. But it's definitely, it's very visible in person. I'm trying to show like some of the darker bits. There's a little bit of the darker bits. It's really, really nice. I'm getting 36 count because currently that's my favorite count. That changes. Like, actually no, this was 32 count because it's, you can't, I don't think you can choose that. You choose like up from 32 counts and up, so you could get 32, 36 or 40. But lately when I've ordered fabric, I've always ordered 36 count. It's my favourite at the moment. But it'll change. So that's pretty cool because that'll actually work through Mirabilia at 32 count because of all the beads. And it's light blue, so that is good. The next one I got was another neutral. Sorry, crinkly. This one I'm going to use for the Hands Across the Sea. As soon as I saw it, I thought that's it. The Hands Across the Sea in Sparkly Thread, whichever one I choose. This is called Toasted Coconut. It's a good name. I'm not sure if this is going to show up. No. It's really light. Let's go to the modelling there. I'm filming at night now. The dangers of filming at night. It is really, really light cream, and it's got some mottling on it. There you can sort of see the mottling there. But no, not again. I think it's slightly, I don't know, maybe more than the last one. Maybe just darker and more sporadic. But that's going to be, that's a 36 count, I think. Yes, 36 count. Yeah, so that's a really nice plain neutral, and I think the sparkly threads will just be really good on that one. And that's not sticky. This one I just got recently, and this is part of the Brights. And I was actually really, sometimes I'm a bit dubious about Brights. I was really happy with this one. This one's called Goldenrod. I might show it on there first. Well, there we go. Kind of works when I just hold it up like this, doesn't it? I wonder if the other ones do. If I hold them up together. That's probably better. Maybe I should not take them out. Clumsy. Yeah. There we go. That's a pretty good rendition apart from the shadow on the goldenrod of what they look like. They're pretty, aren't they? They're so pretty. I'm going to break my roll and I'm going to pack that up in a minute. So, I'll just try and show a little bit of it. There it is. You see, it washes out when I do that, doesn't it? It's better on the thing. Really, really, really nice. It is bright, but it's actually like it's a golden colour, goldenrod. Matches its name. So I'm really, really happy with these. I was just worried about, like, I don't know, a really bright fuchsia or something. It's just hard to, I think it's hard to find. I can't do it. I can't break my rule. Find stuff to go on a fuchsia or just like a bright colour like that. So I'm nervous about it. But they haven't let me down in any of the other colour of the month things. So why not? Put you guys back. And then this came today. Let's put them in this one. Oh. It's got like rainbow dots in it, sort of thing. There we go. Colouring cotton. My threads came. My colours of the month. So, if you haven't had enough of threads, this is my last thing to show. So if you're all like sick of threads from last time, I completely understand. But there they are. This is the Brights, like the 5 Brights, and I've got Aloha Glowworm. I really liked Glowworm. This one's really pretty too. It's called Powder Blue. And Razzle Dazzle. Whoops. Razzle Dazzle. That's pretty, yeah. And this one was called Daydream. I like Razzle Dazzle. I like them all. What am I kidding? So that was the 5 Brights. I get all 3 clubs because I'm greedy. And I have fear of missing out. And yes. So then let's save the full prims for last because they are always my favourite. This is the mix of Prim and Brights, which you can get 10 of. So I have 5 here. And there we go. Toucan, Lily Pad is the green. Sapphire is this gorgeous blue. I'll show that again in a sec. Royalty is this beautiful purple. And then this is Storm Clouds. I love them all so much, Storm Clouds. It's been such a rainy, cold day here. Storm Clouds was the perfect thing to get today. But this one, I'll show this one a little bit better because it's so beautiful and it's not showing up properly on the camera. I can do it like this. There we go. That's sapphire. So pretty. Good lily pad. Oh, roll purple. I can't do it. There's my hubby wandering around. He's got headphones in. I don't know if he can hear me. Two more thread packs and then we're done. It'll be a 40-minute video. No way. Haven't done that in ages. Still, see? It's still not short, is it? I can't do a short one. You get to see my mug for longer. These are bright, like Prim and Brights as well. But these are more muted. I'm going to go this way this time. Sugar Plum. Everest. Ooh. Denim. Did I have another denim previously? Artichoke? Well, that was a Victorian motto, maybe. Sand Dune. Ooh, so pretty. I like artichoke. Artichoke and denim are nice. They're all nice. Oops. This is why I'm still. I don't know what I just dropped. This is why I'm still in the club. And I don't see myself being able to leave it because every thread. Beautiful. Last one. The Prims. If I was told I could only have one, I'd get this one. But I'd be sad still because I've only got this one. But I'd be happy that I have this one. But I'd be sad because I'd still want the other ones because I'm greedy. Oh, I love it. So this one is Midnight. I'll show that again closer. Chestnut. These are coming up nice. Winter Prairie. One of these was like oats or something, I think. I can't say that. Chamois. That's me butchering stuff again. I don't know what that one is, but it's pretty as cream. Wild oats. Let me just get Midnight going on my hand. Okay. My nose is like basically winter. Why? Okay. That's it. That's all I've got. Let's try and sign off so it's nice and quick. Thank you everyone for watching. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to, I don't know, it's just a pleasure to put myself out there with such a nice community. So yeah, before I go crazy with my nose, thank you. I'll see you again in a week because I'm going to try and do an update per week for Maynia because Maynia is special and I haven't done it before. So, and if this was 40 minutes, can you imagine? Ooh. All right. Bye everyone.